Let's look at the Mathematics SPM Trial paper for 2021, Selangor, first set, paper 1. So if we look at the questions, we look at question 1 here. I want to write the following number with the correct prefix. This is 0.000000043 meters. I want to convert to either one of these units. Mm is millimeters. Millimeters is times 10 to the power of -3. This symbol means micrometers is times 10 to the power of -6. N is nanometers, which is times 10 to the power of -9. And G is gigameters. Giga is times 10 to the power of 9. Definitely it wouldn't be giga. It becomes bigger. So definitely it wouldn't be this. Millimeter is a bit too big for this as well. It only moves 3 decimal places back, so there's not enough zeros. This moves back 6 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also not enough zeros. So the only one that can give us this is C. Okay, when we move back 9 spaces, okay, there will be 7 zeros after the decimals. It will become 0.0000000, excuse me, 043. Yeah, you can see this is after moving back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decimal places. That's for the question 1 here. For the question 2, I have this diagram showing a pack of A4 size paper. Unit of GSM paper refers to the weight of paper in grams per square meter of the paper. So I want to calculate the approximate weight in grams of a sheet of paper, sheet of A4 size paper, 80 GSM, with the measurement of 210 millimeters by 297 millimeters. Okay. So GSM is grams per square meter. Means grams per meter square. Okay. And what I have is the measurement. So I want it to be in the same unit as well. So I use meter square. Then if I have grams per meter square and meter square, I want to find the grams, means I have to multiply them. Grams per meter square times meter square equals to the unit in grams. Yeah. Okay, so sometimes we can look at the units to solve it. So first, I find the area of the sheet of paper. So in meter square. So all the mm I have to convert to meters. Mm to meters is divided by 1000. So it's 0.21 times 0.297. 0.21 times 0.297. So if we just calculate that, 0.21 times 0.297, I will get 0.06237. Right? So this is 80 grams per meter square. So I times 80 times 0.06237. That would be the weight of the sheet of A4 paper. So I times 80, which I get 4.9896. So if I round it off, it will be 4.990. Yeah, but I want corrected to 3 significant figure. So 1, 2, 3 is only this one. Answer B. The C is also accurate, but that would be having 4 significant figures because of this 0 behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay, because you actually get 9896, 3 significant figures, next number 9, round up. So it becomes 4.99. For question 3, I have a MiG-29 aircraft fighter owned by Malaysian Air Force, capable to achieve 2,445 kilometers per hour. So how long in minutes does the aircraft take to fly from KL to Alostar, Kedah with distance of 3.62 times 10 to the power 5 meters in maximum speed? So this will be the maximum speed. Okay, 2,445 kilometers per hour. This is the distance. So I want the time. So speed equals to distance over time. Means speed times time is distance. So if I want time, bring over the speed times opposite divide. Distance divided by speed. You have to make sure the unit of measurement for the distance in your speed and in the distance unit is the same. This is km. This is meters. I have to change the meters to kilometers first. So to change meters to kilometers, I have to divide by 1,000. So I divide by 1,000 here, means divide 10 to the power 3. So left with 10 to the power 2 is 3.62 times 10 to the power 2 km, which means 362 km. Yeah. So to find the time, I take the distance, 362 km, divide by the speed, 2,445 km per hour. But again, be aware of the unit is km per hour. So when I divide, what I will get here is in hours. This is in hours. So if I want in minutes from the question, you have to pay attention to the units. So they want in minutes here, means I have to times 60. Then I put in decimals, 8.88 minutes. Answer would be B. That's the question 3 here. Question 4. Find the place value of the underlying digit. So place value. So for base number question, base number, the position of it represents your base to the power of starting from 0. Means here 5 to the power 0. Second digit 5 to the power 1. Third digit represents 5 to the power 2. 3 here means 3 times of it. So it will basically represent 3 times of 5 to the power 2, which is 75. So answer here is B. And question 5. 231 base 4 minus 23 in base 4. So addition and subtraction of base numbers use vertical subtraction or vertical addition. If I cannot minus, I take number from the next base value. Okay, take 1 away. So here we'll plus with the base number. Okay, base 4 means 1 plus 4 becomes 5. So 5 minus 3, 2. 2 minus 2, 0. This 2 remains. So it's 202 in base 4. Answer A. Question 6. I have 2 isosceles triangles here. I want to find x plus y. Okay. So if here is y, here would also be y because of the isosceles triangle. And if here would be x, here would also be x. So first, this one I cannot find x plus y straight away. So what I can do instead is I can find y first, because I have the 90 degrees here. I know here is y, here is y. So this is, I can use this triangle. Total angle in the triangle 180. Means 2y plus 90 is 180. 2y would be 180 plus opposite minus, which is 90, times 2, opposite divide 2. So y is 45. So if here is 45, this angle here would be 103 minus 45, which is 58. Yeah. Then to find x, 2x plus 58 is 180. 2x would be 180 minus 58. X is 180 minus 58 divided by 2. So 180 minus 58 divide minus 58 divide 2, 61. So x is 61, y is 45, means x plus y, 61 plus 45, 106. Answer B. Okay, always look for the triangles or quadrilateral you can use, or if it's a polygon, any polygons that you can use. Then question 7, I have a regular octagon here and a regular pentagon inside. So whenever it's involving a regular polygon, we always want to find either the interior angle or the exterior angle of the shape. So usually it's the interior angle. So total interior angle is n minus 2 times 180. So for regular polygon, if I divide by n, I will get each of the interior angle, because all the interior angles are the same. So if I divide by number of interior angles, I'll get each one of it. So for the pentagon, 5 sides, 5 minus 2 times 180 divided by 5 means 3 times 180 divided by 5, which is 108. Yeah. So here would be 108 degrees. Then for the octagon, 8 minus 2 times 180 divided by 8, which will be 6 times 180 divided by 8, which is 135. Yeah. So interior angle, this is also the interior angle. It is 135. So if I know here is 135, here is 108, the R here would basically be 135 minus 108, which is 27. Answer B. That's question 7. And then question 8. Okay. This diagram shows a circle with center O. POS is diameter of the circle. Okay, find the value of x. So, what common mistake that a lot of people make is they treat this OPQR here as a cyclic quadrilateral, which is wrong. Cyclic quadrilateral works for this whole shape. Okay, PQRS. Okay, so what instead we can do is look at triangle ORS. Okay, OS is the radius, OR is also the radius, means these two has the same length. So if these two sides have the same length, here is 55, here would also be 55 degrees. Okay, then we can look at the PQRS, cyclic quadrilateral. So cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles will add up to 180 degrees. So I already know here is 55. This is x, means x is 180 minus 55, which is 125. Answer C. Okay. Question 9. I have a diagram here. HEK is tangent to the circle. This is the tangent line. Okay, GHA is a straight line. I'm given angle KEF is 44 degrees. KEF means here. This angle, 44 degrees. So I want to find M. So knowing that it is 44 degrees, I can use angle in the alternate segment. Angle formed by tangent and chord is the same as the angle opposite of the chord with a triangle formed by the chord. Means here. Here will also be 44 degrees. Isosceles triangle, if here is 44, this side will also be 44 degrees. All right. So HEK is a tangent line, means it's a straight line. So since it's a straight line, I will be able to find this angle. I can take 180 minus 44 minus 44. Okay. Which is 92 degrees. Then I can find this angle because it's a straight line. So it should add up to 180 with 127. So 180 minus 127, which is 53. Okay, 53 degrees. So once I have these two, I can look at this triangle GAH to find M. Total angle in a triangle, again, 180 degrees, which means M is 180 minus 92 minus 53, which is 35. So answer A. Answer is A. Question 10. Diagram 6 here shows a regular hexagon. So TQ is the locus of moving point X in PQRSTU. So which statement describes locus TQ correctly? So part A, locus of X which is equidistant from point R and point S. Point R and point S here. Equidistant from 2 points means the perpendicular bisector, which should be here instead. So this is wrong. Locus of X equidistant from PR and SU. So PR and SU. PR is like this. SU is like this. Equidistance means a line in between, which is also wrong. Locus of X equidistant from point R. From point R, equidistance from point R definitely is wrong. There's no way you can be equidistant from a single point. It can be a constant distance from one point, but it cannot be equidistant. If it's constant distance from one point, then it's a circle. So definitely it is wrong as well. Answer must be D. Okay, equidistance from point R and point P. P and R here. Perpendicular bisector of these 2 points. Cross right in the middle at 90 degrees, which is your line TQ. Then, question 11. KM is 4 MP. So I want to find the scale factor of the enlargement. Okay, So this is M and P. This smaller one is the image of K or M under an enlargement. So enlarge opposite way. So you look at the orientation, it's the opposite way, means it's a negative scale factor. Okay. So scale factor is always length of image over length of object. Okay. So means bring over the 4, bring over the km. So it's 1 over 4 equals mp over km. That is the scale factor, 1 over 4. Okay, so 1 over 4 and negative means answer is D. Okay, if it's positive, it must be the same direction, same orientation. It wouldn't be upside down like this. Yeah, it will be this way like this. Okay. So that is question 11. The 12 cm has no use. It's just there to as a red herring to confuse you. Question 12. I have this table showing the end-year examination results during COVID-19 pandemic for maths of Form 3 pupils in SMK Sinat Impian. So Encik Alif would like to conduct a study. He needs a pupil from a certain grade. So find the probability that Encik Alif chooses the pupil who obtains at least a C grade in the exam. At least a C grade means C or better. So it will be A, B, or C. So probability that they obtain at least C grade means number of them who obtain at least a C grade means I add up these three. 37 plus 33 plus 22, 92. Divide by the total number of students. So plus another 15, 8, and 5. 120. So simplify the fraction. If you're not sure how to simplify the fraction, just use your calculator. It will simplify for you. 23 over 30. Which is answer D. Yeah. Question 13. Iqbal and Hasrain work together to carry out a project in their school. They intend to form a model of a multipurpose court in the shape of a rectangle. So they need 180 minus 2 PCM of rope to form the perimeter of the model. Width of the rectangle is 6 PCM. So what is the area in cm square of the multipurpose court model in terms of P? So this kind of question, just looking at it from the sentences might be a bit confusing. What we can do is we can sketch it out. We know it's a rectangle shape. Okay. They need 180 minus 2 PCM of rope to form the perimeter. So that is the perimeter. Width of the rectangle is 6P. So let's put this as 6P. Yeah. So the opposite side will also be 6P. I don't know what this is. Let's just call it X. So if here is X here, so X, 2 times X plus 2 times 6P equals to 180 minus 2P. So let's find the value of X first. 2X plus 12P is 180 minus 2P. 2X is 180 minus 2P plus opposite minus another 12P. So it's 180 minus 14P times 2, opposite divide 2. So each of the term I divide 2 is 90 minus 7P. So area of the rectangle would be the length times width. So it's 90 minus 7P times the 6P, which is answer C. Okay, that's question 13. Then question 14. One Mona had bought 2 pieces of chocolate at a supermarket. Okay, so the chocolate purchase has a length measuring m squared minus 256 cm. So when she got home, she wants to distribute the chocolate equally to 2m minus 32 of her children. So they want the length of chocolate that each of her children will receive. So basically, they want the length of chocolate divided by number of children, which means it's just m squared minus 256 divided by 2m minus 32. So I need to simplify this. Okay, I need to simplify this. So 256, I can change it to 16 square. If you're not sure, you can use trial and error. It must be something square, because when it's in this form, the only way to factorize is using a square minus b square, where we can factorize into 1 bracket plus, 1 bracket minus. Yeah. So I need to figure out what number square is your 256. So if you're not sure, just try and error. Yeah. Okay, so it's 16 square. 2m minus 32, I can factorize the 2. Each of the term can be divided by 2. Take out common factor, factorize 2, left with m minus 16. This one is 1 bracket plus, 1 bracket minus. So the m minus 16, I can cut. Yeah. So that would actually give you... Oh, my mistake. There is a 2, because there are 2 pieces of chocolate. Okay, each one is this length. So I need to times 2 here. So there's another 2 in front. So the 2 and 2 will cut as well. So left with m plus 16. Answer is B. That's question 14. Question 15. Melissa plans to buy a few pairs of shoes at Millennium Shoe Store. The shoe store offers 25% discount of N brand shoes. Okay. The price of a pair of M brand shoes is 68 ringgit. N brand shoes is 89 ringgit. I want the price of shoe to be paid by Melissa in terms of X and Y. Okay. So let's analyze the different information inside here. Shoe store offers 25% discount. Okay. With purchase of 2 or more shoes. So Melissa bought X pairs of M brand shoes, Y pairs of N brand shoes. M brand shoes is 68 ringgit. N brand is 89 ringgit. So the total she has to pay will be 68 ringgit times number of M brand shoes plus 89 ringgit times number of N brand shoes, which is Y. And there will be a 25% discount. 25% always divide by 100. So 25% times that means 0.25 times 68x plus 89y, which is answer B. Okay. Question 16. I have an incomplete cumulative frequency table showing the scores obtained by a group of 50 pupils in a competition. So they say frequency of score 5 is 12. What is the frequency of score 4? Frequency of score 5 is 12, means from the cumulative frequency here to this is 12. Okay, means I take 43 minus 12, which is 31. That would be the cumulative frequency here. And to find the frequency of 4, I basically minus this. 31 minus 21. I get 10. That's the frequency of score 4. Okay, be aware this is frequency, not cumulative frequency. So what we want is not this value 31, but 31 minus 21. The difference would be the frequency. Then question 17, we have a pictogram here. So a pictogram showing number of visitors to a museum on Thursday and Saturday. Number of visitors to the museum on Friday and Saturday are not shown. Okay. So if data represented by a pie chart, angle of sector representing the visitors to museum on Saturday is 70 degrees. Number of visitors on Sunday, twice the number of visitors on Friday. Okay. So how many visitors were there on Sunday? So this one represents 100 students. So for Saturday, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 700. Means 70 degrees represent 700 visitors. Okay, let's find the total. So the ratio of the number of visitors means your frequency, and the ratio of the angle will always be the same. So the total number of visitors over 700 visitors is equal to total angle in a pie chart, 360, over the angle for Saturday in a pie chart, 70. So the total is 360 divided 70 times 700, which is 3,600. So in total, there are 3,600 visitors. So I minus these two, 1,200. Okay, 3,600 minus 1,200, left 2,400 to be split between Friday and Sunday. And I know that number of visitors on Sunday is twice the number of visitors on Friday. So since I want to find Sunday, let's put as X. Yeah. So this is double of those on Friday, means half of it, half X. Okay. So half X plus X is 2,400, means 1.5 X is 2,400. X will be 2,400 divided by 1.5, divide 1.5. 2,400 divided 1.5, 1,600. That is the number of visitors on Sunday. Answer C. Question 18. I have a scaled drawing of a rectangular floor plan of a house with dimension of 24 meters by 15 meters. So they want you to see which rectangular room has dimension of 6 meters by 9 meters. So let's see the scale involved. Okay, let's see the scale involved here. So you see this is 4, this is 8. This is basically same as this, 4. 4 plus 8 plus 4, 16. So this is 16 cm by 10 cm. So how do I change from 24 meters into 16 cm? So I take or 15 meters to 10 cm. I take the length of image over the length of object. 15 meters means I times 100, 1500 cm. Yeah. So it's 1 over 150. That's the scale. So to change 6 meters and 9 meters, I also times the same to your scale measurement. Also times the same thing. I times the scale. So 6 times 6 is in meters. Convert to cm. 600 times 1 over 150 is 4. 900 times 1 over 150 is 6. Yeah. So means I need a room that is 4 cm by 6 cm. So I look for 4 cm by 6 cm, which would be the A here. Yeah, because this is 4, whole thing, the whole height here is 10, means here would be 6. Yeah, so A is the one with 4 cm by 6 cm. C is not 8 by 5, B is not 4 by 8, D is 4 by 10. So all of it is different. So yeah, answer is A. Question 19. QRS is a straight line. I know tangent QPS is 1. QPS is 1. So I want tangent angle QPR plus cos angle PRS. So angle Q, tangent QPS, tangent of this angle is 1. So if I use this triangle, opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. Okay, opposite of the angle is opposite. Hypotenuse always opposite of the right angle. Then next to the angle is your adjacent. So katwa. Tangent is twa. Opposite over adjacent means opposite QS length over adjacent, the 8 equals to 1. Means QS is 8. Okay, divide opposite times. 1 times 8 still 8. So QS is 8. Means QR here would be 6 cm. Okay, 8 minus 2, 6 cm. So tangent angle QPR, tangent of this angle, that would be opposite over adjacent, 6 over 8. Then I plus cos PRS. Cos angle PRS is this angle. But now, I cannot go and use this triangle. I can only use right angle triangle for SOHCAHTOA. But what I can do is, I can use back this PQR triangle. But what I do is, I consider this angle, which is the same as like this angle in quadrant 2. So this is the same reference angle. Yeah. Okay. It's just that I have to consider ASTC. S means sign. Only sign is positive. But this is cos, means it should be a negative value. Yeah. Okay. Then I use this angle. Cos is opposite adjacent hypotenuse. So cos is ka. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Here is 6. I need to find PR using Pythagoras theorem. PR is hypotenuse, means PR square is 8 square plus 6 square. PR would be square root of 8 square plus 6 square, which is 10. Yeah, so it's plus negative 6 over 10. Yeah, Different sign means minus. So it's the same as 6 over 8 minus 6 over 10. 3 over 20. Answer is B. Okay. Question 20. So diagram 11 shows a graph of function y equals a sine bx plus c. So I want to state the values of a, b, and c. So what does the a, b, and c tell you? A is the amplitude, means how high it goes. Okay, so from here, usually it goes to 1. So now it goes to 3, means 3 times of it. So is A is 3. Okay. B is the frequency. Frequency means how many times it repeats. Okay. So is how many times it repeats. Usually is 360. So now in 360, how many times it repeats, which is 1.5 times. 1.5 means 3 over 2. So it's either this, either C or D. Then C value is always the y-intercept. Actually, not y-intercept, it's always the middle line. Yeah. C influence how much it shifts up or shift down. So the middle line is always starting from is always at 0. So where the middle line is would indicate where how much it shift up or down. Which in this case, middle line is here, still at 0, means it's 0. So answer C. Yeah. Then question 21. I have an undirected graph here showing distance in meters that connects 7 houses in a village. So Cecilia is at Q. Wanted to send schoolwork given by a teacher to all her friends at P, R, S, T, U, and V. So I want the shortest distance Cecilia would travel if all the routes were traveled only once. So only one way. How do I go to all the P, R, S, T, and U starting from your cube? Yeah. So I can go anywhere first. Okay. So starting from cube, you can either go right to U, or I can go left to P. So if go from P here, the best way to go R is here. After going R, it only makes sense to go to P, to U, and U I can go S, T, and then P, or T, S, and then P. Yeah. If I go S, T, P, that will be a longer way. So T, S. Oh, sorry. Actually, no. I don't need to go back to P. So T and then S. That's one way. Another possible way that is not too long. Q here. Yeah. Then I go this way. Then to P, then to R. So you look at the different parts here. Here is 630, 915. The other one is 750 and 560. Definitely 750, 560 is shorter. So if I count the distance here, add up all the distance, 560 plus 430 plus 750 plus 815 plus 410, I get Let's see. PRST. Oh, there's a, I think this is V. Yeah, I bet. I didn't see the, it's not, somehow it's not labeled in the diagram here. So the V was missing. So it only makes sense for us to go up here. Yeah. Okay. If I go the other way instead, yeah, it would be more or less the same. But this takes most of the shorter routes that connects to the point. So yeah, this is the distance. So 560 plus 430 plus 720 plus 190 plus 815 plus 410, which is 3125. So answer is B. Question 22. Sum of degrees of the graph. Sum of degrees, I can actually just use this formula, 2 times the number of edges. That would be much easier to count. So number of edges here, loop is counted as 1 edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 2 times 13, 26. Answer C. Okay. If not, then you have to count solely each of the vertices. How many degrees are there? Means how many lines connecting to it. Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You will also get 26. So there's more than one way of doing it. Okay, but the easier way would be using this formula. Okay, it applies to all types of graph. Question 23. I have a piece of land shape of a right angled triangle. Whole piece of land is fenced with cost of 2x plus 1 for RM 2x plus 1 for each meter. Calculate the cost in ringgit to fence the whole piece of land. Yeah. So I need to first find perimeter of the land, because if I fence up means I surround it. So I use the perimeter of the land. So it's 30x plus 250 plus 70. 30x plus 320. Yeah. Okay. I need to find what x is actually. Yeah, I need to find what x is. So when we have right angle triangle, the first thing that should pop up in your mind should be your Pythagoras theorem, which means 30x square plus 70 square equals 250 square. Yeah. 30x square is 250 square minus 70 square. Let's count that first. $576,000. Sorry, 57,600. So square opposite square root. 240. And times 30, opposite divide 30. So x would be 240 divided by 30 is 8. Yeah. So it means 30 times 8 plus 320. 560. 560 meters of land. The cost, I put the 8 in as the x. 2 times 8 plus 1. 17 ringgit per meter. So the cost of the whole thing would be 17 ringgit times the 560 meters. 9520. So answer would be A. Question 24. I have distance against time graph and speed against time graph here, showing journey of a car from town X to town Y. So based on both graphs, I want to find the value of t. Okay. So since I have the distance against time graph here, and the speed against time graph. So actually, distance against time graph, I know the total distance. Yeah, the distance traveled in the 2 hours, which is the 144. So from here, speed against time graph, I can find the distance as well. So I relate the distance. So distance is area under graph for your speed against time graph. So I take area under the graph equals to 144. Half times sum of parallel sides, which is 2 and 2 minus t. Okay, times the height, 90, equals to 144 km. Yeah. Half times 90, cut here, 45. So bring over 45. I divide by 45. This is 4 minus t. 144 divided 45. 3.2. Bring over the 4, positive, opposite, minus. So it's negative 0.8 is negative t. T is 0.8. Cancel off the negative. Answer A. Yeah, that's question 24. By comparing the distance, your speed against time graph and distance against time graph, both I can find the distance. So I can use that to compare. Yeah, although actually this graph is not, yeah, it's actually not accurate. Yeah, because if it's a straight line like this, that actually means the speed is constant. But here the speed changes. Yeah, so it actually doesn't make sense. Okay, but for the sake of question, it's okay. Let's not be too particular about whether it's wrong or right. But just to let you all know, it is actually wrong. Yeah, it actually doesn't make sense. Then question 25. I have diagram 16 here with a few labeled regions and 4 straight lines shown on a Cartesian plane. So they want which region satisfy these 3 inequalities. X less than 8. So reasonably, this should be x equals to 8. Okay, a vertical line. constant x. So less means to the left of it, which is all of this. So y less or equals x. Y equals x here. Less means below. So it cannot be A. Okay, it can be B, C, or D. Then 2y plus x less than 8. Compared to the y less means below. 2y plus x equals 8 here. Below this means it's only the B. So answer B. Okay, more than above, less than below. Okay, if that's equal, it's a solid line like this. If not, then it's a dotted line like the other two. Okay, that is question 25. Question 26, just simplify this. So I expand the bracket first, means everything I power 3. So power on top power, they'll multiply. Means h to the power 3 over 4, k to the power of 4. 3 to the power of negative 1 is actually same as 3 when I bring it up. 3 on top. Okay, because 1 over 3 to the power of negative 1 is basically 3. Yeah, I can shift between top and bottom by getting rid of power negative. So let's shift it up. Then divide by h to the power half, k to the power of negative 1. Divide means power minus. So 3 over 4 minus half. And the k, 4 minus negative 1. So it's 3h to the power 1 over 4, k to the power 5. Answer D. Yeah, that's 26. Okay, divide power minus times power plus. Then find the value of this. Actually, if it's an objective question, you can actually straight away key in the whole thing in your calculator. Yeah, because we just need the final answer. Working is not important. But if you want to do working, actually, I changed to base 2 and base 5. 25 is 5 square. So 5 square to the power 3 over 2. 4 is 4 to the power half means square root of 4 actually. So it's just straight away I can actually just put 2. Square root means power half. So power half means all the power I divide by 2 inside. So it's 2 to the power of 3 and 5 to the power of 2. Yeah, this one I can cut. So it's basically 5 to the power of 3 minus 2 and 2 to the power of 1 minus 3. 5 times 2 to the power of negative 2. Power negative, I just bring down 5 over 2 square, which is 5 over 4. Answer B. So question 8, I want the percentage of pupils who prefer all 3 sports. And I'm given the percentage of people who prefer each of these conditions in the table here. So first thing, best is to sketch it out. Which I don't need this. I have tennis, badminton, and football. Okay, tennis, badminton, football. I don't know what's in the middle. So let's just put that as X. So those who like badminton and football, there's 10 of them. So 10 minus X here, because these two sections add together is 10. So 10 minus X. Tennis and football, 13. So here 13 minus X. Tennis and badminton, 32. 32 minus X. So the whole set T has 85%. Means here would be 85 minus 32 minus X minus 13 minus X minus X. Okay. So 85 minus 32 minus x minus 13 minus x minus x. Same sign becomes plus. So plus x minus x is plus x. 85 minus 32 minus 13 is 40. So 40 plus x. For badminton, whole set B is 40. So 40 minus the 32 minus x, then minus the 10 minus x. Yeah, again, plus x minus x is plus x. 40 minus 32 minus 10, negative 2. So x minus 2 here. For football is 20. 20 minus the 13 minus x minus 10 minus x. Again, it will be just x. 20 minus 13 minus 10, negative 3. So minus 3. X minus 3. So when I add up all these together, should be equals to 100% because total must be 100%. Total percentage. So when I add up all this together, 40 plus x plus 32 minus x plus x minus 2 plus 13 minus x plus x plus 10 minus x plus x minus 3 equals 100. Okay. If I consider the x, plus x and minus x becomes 0. This and this becomes 0. This and this becomes 0. So I have an extra x. Then the numbers, I just calculate. So 40 plus 32 plus minus 2 plus 13 plus 10 minus 3. 90 plus 90 equals 100. X will be 100 plus 90, opposite minus 90. So x value is 10. So answer is D. Okay. Then question 29. I'm given length of wire is 18 cm. KL equals LM equals 3 cm. So here is 3 cm. Here is 3 cm. Yeah. So since the length of wire is 18 cm, that forms this whole thing. So 18 minus 3 minus 3, I get 12. Here must be 12 cm. I want the length of MN. What I can do is form a right angled triangle. So I know here is 3 cm. Here to here would be 3 cm. K to N is 12 cm. Means here to here, 12 minus 3, 9 cm. So I know here is 9, here is 3. I can use Pythagoras theorem to find MN. MN is the hypotenuse. So 3 square plus 9 square, square root. So square root of 3 square plus 9 square, I will get 9.486. So 9.49. Answer D. Okay, round it off. Yeah, round it off accordingly. Next number 6, so round up. So you cannot put 48, must be 49. And question 30, I have a universal set A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Set P, A, B, C, E, K. Set Q, E, F, G, H, I. Set R, A, B, K. So which one represents the sets here? So we always try to see the intersections first. So A, B, K here. This one A, B, K is here. So means set R is a subset of set P. Set R is completely inside set P. So definitely it's not this, not this. Yeah, either A or D. Set Q, E, F, G, H, I. then A, B, C, K both has E. Yeah, so their intersection has an E. Both of this has. Actually, they are pretty much the same. It's just that I have a dot in front. So usually when we represent elements, we put a dot in front. So yeah, answer would be the D. And question 31. Pi using 22/7, I want the volume of the remaining solid. What happens here is I have a cylinder diameter of 12 cm, height of 14 cm. 14 cm, diameter of 12 means radius is half of it, 6 cm. So two cones of the same size are removed from the cylinder from each side. Okay, like an hourglass shape removed from the cylinder. So base of cylinder and cone same. Apex of cone meet at the same point, meet at the middle here. So I want to find the volume of the remaining solid. So volume of the cylinder first. Cylinder is pi r square h, pi 22/7 times radius square, 6 square times height, 14. So 22/7 times 6 square times 14, I get 1584. Volume of the cone, volume of the cones, there's two of it, so 2 times. 2 times of cone is 1/3 times base area pi r square times height. So pi 22/7 times radius square, 6 square times height. Height is half of the 14, so 7. 2 times 1/3 times 22/7 times 6 square times 7. Yeah. So 528. So means volume of the remaining solid, 1584 minus 528. So it's 1056. Answer C. That's question 31. 32. This investment of 3,000 units in Amanah Saham Bumiputra on 1st of January 2018. Then this is the dividend in the 31st December. So on 1st of March 2019, Puan Leila sold all of her shares at 2 ringgit 20 cents per unit. Calculate the return on investment she obtained. So she get dividend. Of 5%. So I assume 5% is 5% of the 2 ringgit per unit. So it's actually, wait, the table and the question says two different things because there's 4,000 units here and 3,000 units here, which doesn't make sense. Okay, so usually I would refer to the diagram instead of the question, but the question here is wrong. Yeah, the question here has an error. So if I follow the 4,000 units times 2 ringgit per unit times 5% of that for the dividend. So 4,000 times 2 times 5%. Get 400 ringgit. And from the sales means the capital gain. Sales lah. From selling a unit is actually capital gain. So how much he gained from selling the units of shares? The difference in the price is 20 cents, means 20 cents gain times 4,000 units. 800 ringgit profit from selling. So the cost will be 4,000 times 2 ringgit each, 8,000. So means the return on investment is how much you gain? 800 plus 400, 1,200 over the capital, then times 100% to put in percentage. %15%. Yeah, answer is B. If I take 3,000, then I will get 300. Then 3,000 times 20 cents is 600. The cost is 3,000 times 2, 6,000. If I take 900 over 6,000 times 100, you will also get 15% actually. Yeah. So either way, actually, you will get 15%. Yeah. It's just that which one you follow. Okay, you cannot follow both at once. You have to pick one to follow lah. Yeah, that's question 32. 33 here. So W varies directly as X and inversely as the cube root of Y. So when we represent this W, this symbol varies. Directly means it should be on top. As X means it's just X over inversely goes below. Cube root of Y. Cube root means power 1 over 3. So N is 1 over 3. M is 1. 1 and 1 over 3. Answer C, like this. Yeah. Unless they put Y on top, like this, then it's negative 1 over 3. Yeah. Then 34. I know M is 3, N is 4, P is 2. They say M varies directly as square root of N and inversely as P, like this. Means M is K square root of N over P. So I find K first by subbing in all the M, N, and P value. 3 equals K times square root of 4 over 2. Square root of 4 over 2 is 1, so K is 3. Yeah, means M is 3 square root of N over P, but they want N in terms of M and P. Bring up the P, bring over the 3, MP over 3 equals square root of N, then bring over the squares. Bring over square root, so opposite square. So M I square, P I square, 3 also square. M square, P square over 9. Answer D. 35 is matrix. I want M minus N. Yeah. So first, we want to know what is your M and N first. So times the M in, M minus 3M plus 4n 8 equals 614. So when I plus this together, basically m plus 4n negative 3m plus 8 then equals 6 and 14. So if I compare separately, negative 3m plus 8 is 14. Negative 3m is 14 minus 8, which is 6. Then divide negative 3, m is negative 2. And compare the other element, negative 2 plus 4n is 6. 4n is 6 plus 2, which is 8, times 4, opposite divide 4. N is 2. So m minus n means negative 2 minus 2, which is negative 4. Answer A. Question 36. They tell you that matrix Q does not have an inverse matrix. So, does not have an inverse matrix means determinant of the matrix is 0. Means the AD minus BC is 0. So A times D, R times 3, 3R minus negative 3 times 6 equals 0. 3R plus 18 is 0. 3R is negative 18. R will be negative 18 divided by 3, negative 6. Answer A. No inverse, AD minus BC equals 0. 37. Table shows money fixed and variable expense. Active income is 2,300. How much is her passive income? So their cash flow of the month is positive. Yeah. So if I count all the expenses here, 650 plus 250 plus 150 plus 850 plus 250 plus 300 plus 350. Yeah, is 2,800. Yeah, so if I minus 2,300 means it has to be at least 500 ringgit. So it must be D. Yeah. Then question 38. G is the image of F under translation XY. FG is 15 units. Translation XY is, so it goes 15 units. So here to here is 15. If I form a right angle triangle, this is 9. So using Pythagoras theorem, I can find this distance. Okay, so let's call this y. Y square plus 9 square is 15 square. So to find y, plus opposite minus, and the square opposite square root. So it will be square root of 15 square minus 9 square, which is 12. Yeah. So it means from F to G, it goes up, it goes to the left by 9, go up by 12. So it's negative 9 and 12. Left is negative, up is positive. Question 39. I have the annual premium rate per 1,000 ringgit face value of renewable life insurance offered by Sharika Insurance Mega. Encik Ama and Encik Dave, 37 years old. Encik Ama is smoker. Encik Dave does not smoke. Both of them wants to buy insurance policy worth 150,000. Difference in their annual premiums. Okay. So premium rate is just 1,000. Sorry, per 1,000 face value, then times by the value here. So if smoker 37 years old means 3.05 times 150,000, I have to divide by 1,000 because per 1,000. So it's 457.5. If it's non-smoker, 2.26 times the same thing, 150,000 over 1,000. $339. So the difference, 457.5 minus 339, I get 118.5. Answer C. Yeah. And one more question. I have price of food and beverage. One money ordered a glass of apple juice, chicken burger, 2 sides of banana cake. So the service tax charge is 6%, bill that must be paid. So means service tax charge is 6%, means she has to pay 106% of the total bill. Yeah. So total bill is 1 glass of apple juice, 550, plus 1 chicken burger, 1050, plus 2 times of banana cake, because 2 banana cakes, 2 times 4.10. So 106 over 100 times bracket 5.5 plus 10.5 plus 2 times 4.1, which is 25 ringgit and 65 cents. Answer D. So that is for the paper 1 here.